think there is something fundamental about my philosophy in politics. I am not in politics to look for money. Well, I'm not looking for name. You know, it's neither fame nor fortune, like they say. I believe that I am called of God as His servant into politics. And my basic philosophy really is to raise questions about what is right, what is just, what is fair. What is it that will give God glory? What is it that is evil that I should avoid? And I think that to that extent, you know, all my years of politicking on the plateau, I have demonstrated to a very large extent I've undertaken to implement this philosophy of life. So, whereas some people are desperate about power, are desperate about, you know, money and all of that. I mean, because come to think about it, I have been in politics long before Governor Jang retired from the Air Force. And he met us in politics. My staying power has been fighting by the rules and keeping to my philosophy in life. I mean, I don't in any way would intend to demean him, but to give you some analogies. This was a man who, both in 1992, when we were campaigning for Professor Jerry Ghana on the SDP, would push his car to start. In 1998, 99, when he was campaigning and we were supporting him, will push his Mercedes-Benz car to start. I mean, he was also run down after retiring from the military several years, and nothing was coming. I mean, what has he done? What value has he added in his own life, mentally, in terms of his capacity, other than holding government office? I don't think that my holding government office would be making me richer than what I am today. I believe that I will declare that when I'm elected governor of Plateau, I will declare myself publicly. I will show all the whatever I hold. Periodically in my tenure, I will keep declaring whatever improvements in my life. Whatever it is that I make personal as personal income would be for the cause of God's kingdom and for the cause of humanity. And I will leave office, if you like, just as I am. I came in at the most trying moments. God helped us to stabilize the party and go through 2011 elections successfully and right through governments and so on. To think that the people I serve with, or some of the people, I mean, let me not all, some of the people I serve with will behave as if we were at war. Because after I left, I wrote a letter to them for the record. Because this is one office that I have left without any handing over. In fact, as we speak, by the 13th of June 2014, that was the last day I formally left that office. I have not been able to move my personal effects from the office I served as state chairman. But it's inconceivable that somebody serves as state chairman and there's no handing over notes. My own personal benefits were not paid for months, upwards of 7-8 months. You see, the first agent, the first organ of government that should check the executive should be legislature. But I'm afraid that our legislature has been something like of a mortuary room where only dead people are put in there. If you hear any semblance of life, the mortuary is for a few minutes, and the living people are out. The dead people are left in there. I would not dispute with anybody whether it's their turn or not their turn. My arguments has been very simple. So long as we have never at any point sat down to say this is the turn of Northern Zone or Central Zone or Southern Zone. So it cannot be anybody's turn. You know, the imposition of the PDP candidate by Governor Jang is what makes the matter outrageous. The fact that Governor Jang wants to be an imperialist, he wants to be thought to be somebody who will not only make himself governor. I mean, he didn't make himself governor. We all made him governor. I had a critical role in making and keeping Jang as governor, both in 2007 and in 2011. Okay? Now, Jang thinks that he can single-handedly determine who can be governor of Plateau. That is what makes that process very wrong. If GNS and Chris Bature and Nabasu on PDP platform, just of their own volition, also thought, okay, let's also aspire. As indeed we've had. Since 1999 to 2011, we've had people aspire for governorship from Southern Zone at every stage. Okay? So the issue is not about tone. The issue is about process. That is very wrong. In 2007 and 2011, nobody contested elections on the platform of, from the Central Zone on PDP. Because it's our sense of fairness and justice. After Darie served his 2 terms, we thought it is fair to let another zone produce a governor. But it didn't stop. If the people in the South who are clamoring that it's their turn, and it's the same people who are running, who are vying for elections today, that are now clamoring for their turn. Yet they had contested elections in 2003, in 2007, 2011. So what makes their case implausible? You know, we've said in the release we've made in announcing where I stand today, that whereas the PDP in the state has never sat down to concretize its arrangement on power rotation, but PDP members have often voted with that clear understanding of the sense of justice and fairness. So in 2007, those of us from Central Zone believed that the Southern Zone has had opportunity of governors. Governor Tabgun, Governor SDLR, Governor Tabgun. Plateau State was created in 76. It wasn't created in 99. So in 99, all 3 zones contested. Darie became governor. He served 2 terms. Okay. Then in 2007, we felt that, look, since Darie finished his term and the Southern Zone has had opportunity of elected governors, let's support the North. That's how we supported Jang. It was our sense of fairness. So we supported Jang both in 2007 and 2011. If Jang was running second term in 2011 and nobody contested from Southern Zone with him and only some of his people from Northern Zone, the argument may become stronger. Because there were meetings of the PDP when I was chairman, then I said, now look, let us discuss this issue of zoning. Let us agree that it should be turn A of, this zone, then it will move to this other zone and you move to other zone. If that had been done, no problem. But since we have not done it, we can't turn the hand of the clock. We must be forward-looking. I think that after this crisis of legitimacy we are facing, and Jang's PDP, the Jang organization PDP, is thoroughly defeated, we'll pick up the PDP from its ashes. I am the last man standing in PDP. I am too critical to the formation, to the running of PDP for me. Nobody can push me out of PDP. But as things stand now, if water is moving at great speed and you attempt to stop it, it can either push the barricade or find its way. That's why dams gets broken down and farmlands destroyed. That is the sort of situation Plateau is facing now. We are at the brink of a major outburst. For me, as a very critical stakeholder in PDP, we have resolved, all of us of like mind, who believe that we are loyal and dedicated PDP members. We have formed the reformed PDP. Because this is the desire of the people. Jang organization PDP can continue to run. We do not respect Jang organization PDP and all of its co-travelers, whether it's Goodluck Jonathan, who is busy imposing Jang on us, or the Jang himself and whoever candidates. Hausa proverb is not very good, but it says, "Kuda de manamagawa zashiga kabaritare." The fly that sticks to a corpse will end up in the grave together. So I think that, look, Plateau people can never be defeated by one man. We have never, for centuries, Plateau people have never been defeated by no man. No, would it happen in my lifetime that somebody, because he has accumulated billions of naira from our own public resources, thinks that he can impose a governor? It can't happen. The sentiment of Plateau people will stand. They will never vote for such candidate. And we are saying no to imposition, no to injustice. Jang PDP and their candidates, they will see where Plateau people will go. And after the elections have been won and lost, we'll pick the pieces in PDP. Reform PDP will be the way forward.